Hello, good day everyone. Welcome to Math with Sir Kiko. In today's lesson, we're going to discuss on how to recognize when dividing decimal numbers, the result is a terminating decimal. This would be a part 2 of dividing decimal numbers. But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Let's go. So this would be a quarter 3 week number 8, lesson number 2. Recognize when the result is a terminating decimal. So, the learning competency at the end of the lesson, you should be able to recognize when the result is a terminating decimal. So, how can you recognize when dividing a number, the result is a terminating decimal? So, first thing to do is to divide the dividend and the divisor. Again, you need to divide the dividend and the divisor until you get the 0 and analyze the answer. For example, we have 59 divided by 2. How can you divide this number? Example number 1, we have 59 divided by 2. Let's represent 59 divided by 2 using a fractional form. 59 divided by 2. So the fraction bar is represented by the operation division. 59 divided by 2. 59 is represented by the numerator. 2 is represented by the denominator. 59 is inside the long division bar. And then 2 is outside the long division bar. And then proceed to division. 5 divided by 2, the answer is 2. Then multiply 2 times 2, the answer is 4. Then subtract 5 minus 4, the answer is 1. Bring down 9. Then we have 19 divided by 2, the answer is correct, 9. 9 times 2, the answer is 18, correct. So 19 minus 18, the difference is 1. Then add 0. If you add 0, you need to place the decimal point. Then bring down 0. Then we have 10. 10 divided by 2, the answer is 5. Then 5 times 2, the answer is 10. Then subtract 0. So until you get the difference of 0, you need to stop. So therefore, the answer is 29.5. So the answer is, when you divide 59 divided by 2, the answer is 29.5. Okay, I hope you understand. Next, number 2. We have 71 divided by 8. Again, let's represent 71 divided by 8 by rewriting it in a fractional form to easily understand who is inside the long division bar or outside the long division bar. So 71 is inside the long division bar. 8 is outside the long division bar. Let's divide. 7 divided by 8 cannot be, so therefore we need to use the 2-digit number. 71 divided by 8, the answer is 8. Then 8 times 8, the answer is 64. Then 71 minus 64, the difference is 7. Then you need to add 0. Then place the decimal point. Then bring down 0. 70 divided by 8, the answer is correct, 8 again. 8 times 8, the answer is 64. 70 minus 64, the answer is 6. Then add 0 until you get the difference of 0. 60 divided by 8, the answer is 7. 7 times 8, the answer is 56. And then 60 minus 56, the difference is 4. Then, so you need to add 0 again because the difference is 4. So all you need to do is to add 0. Therefore, this would be 40. 40 divided by 8, the answer is 5. And 5 times 8, the answer is 40. Therefore, the difference is 0. Therefore, the answer is 71 divided by 8 is 8 and 875 thousandths. Okay, next, example number 3. So, we have 93 divided by 6. So, again, rewrite it is in a fractional form or place it 93 inside the long division bar. 6 is outside the long division bar. Then, divide. 9 divided by 6. 1. 1 times 6, the answer is 6. 9 minus 6, the answer is 3. Then bring down 3. So as you can see, we have 33. 33 divided by 6 is 5. Correct. Because by skip counting, you have 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. So that would be 5. 5 times 6, the answer is 30. Then subtract 33 minus 30, the difference is 3. And then add 0, and then place the decimal point. Then bring it down. Then we have 30 divided by 6. The quotient is 5. Then 5 times 6, the answer is 30. Then subtract. So the difference, 30 minus 30 is 0. Therefore, 93 divided by 6, the answer is 15 and 5 tenths, or 15.5. Okay? So lastly, we have 67 divided by 4. 67 over 4, or 67 inside the long division bar, and then 4 is outside the long division bar. Let's divide. 6 divided by 4, the answer is 1. 1 times 4, the answer is 4. 6 minus 4, the answer is 2. Bring down 7. Then we have 27. So, how many 4 in the 27? We have, correct, the answer is 6. Then 6 times 4, the answer is 24. Then subtract. 27 minus 24, the answer is 3. Then add 0. Again, if you add 0, you need to place the decimal point. Then bring down 0. We have now 30. How many 4 in 30? We have, correct, 7. 7 times 4, the answer is 28. Then subtract, the answer is 2. Then bring out, add 0 and bring it down. 20 divided by 4, the answer is 5. Correct. 5 times 4, the answer is 20. And then, therefore, the difference is 0. Therefore, if you divide 67 divided by 4, the answer is 16.75, or 16 and 75 hundredths. Okay? I hope you understand how to divide the given decimal numbers. Now, for your guided practice, you need to find the quotient of the following number. Number 1, 94 divided by 5. Number 2, 57 divided by 4. Number 3, 81 divided by 2. You have 1 minute to answer. Timer starts now. You may now comment down your answer in the comment section. Comment your grade, section, and your school in the comment section. Then write your name. Okay. So comment down your answer in the comment section. Timer stop. Okay. Number 1, what do you think is the answer? Number 1, the answer is 18 and 8 tenths. So I hope you got the correct answer. Number 2, the answer is 14 and 25 hundredths. Correct. Number 3, the answer is 40 and 5 tenths. Okay, that's it. So take note in recognizing when the result is a terminating decimal. All you need to do is to divide the dividend by the divisor and continue until you get the difference of 0. Again, so the terminating decimal had a limit. So 1 and 33 hundredths. So that would be a terminating decimal. That would be an example. So for your practice your skills, try to answer, find each quotient. Number 1, 12 divided by 10. Number 2, 93 divided by 5. Number 3, 75 and 6 tenths divided by 25. And number 4 is 27 divided by 5. Comment down your answer in the comment section. So, thank you everyone, and God bless.